Welcome back to the One Predator podcast.
All right, another episode, One Predator Podcast. We're doing this one a little different. We're live on Facebook right now.
The whole world is watching.
Yeah, because it's public.
Yeah. Do you want to make it public or just friends? Nah, send it.
Yeah, whatever. We're doing the full thing.
Yeah, right.
So it's been 2 weeks again.
Yeah.
Since we recorded. What the hell's happened in the last 2 weeks? I got my fifth. Yeah. Finally confirmed fifth.
Was that the one that came from way far off?
Yes.
Way far off.
Came up on the left side.
Way far off.
By the orchard.
Yes.
And
like I saw it coming and I was like, boy, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then that field is so big.
It's huge.
That it's like it took a solid 2 minutes for that thing to get to us.
Yeah.
After we had the one come out in the corner next to us. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was a coyote.
It had to be because it was there and gone. Like deer are not going to do that.
No, they usually walk around in front of us.
Yeah, they mosey around for a while and just.
Well, we had a buck chasing does that night.
Yes,
on top of
all the other action we were having
with the coyotes coming and going. Yep. So there's that. You know what I mean? Like as far as coyote hunters and deer, they didn't care.
Nope,
they did not care. Well, that's what kept throwing me off because the buck was like running in the woods and then back out, and I'm like, deer.
What is it?
Deer.
Scope deer.
And we were getting ready to leave.
Yeah, we were.
I was at your tripod talking to you.
Yeah, and because you were calling, right?
Yes,
you were calling that time.
Yep, lucky duck for the win.
And you saw that one coming up on the left because I was on the right hand side, and saw it and got it in the scope. And
but it took I was standing next to you talking, and I had just. It's one of those things like because this has happened to us so many times. Like when we're like done or packing up.
Yep.
That they show up, you know, and it's usually lately stands have been super long.
Yeah.
They're just not coming for prey distress for us.
No, not at all.
I don't know if
anything, it like scares them off.
Right.
Like
that's because they're pressured.
Yes. Well,
the coyotes we hunt are pressured from us and others.
Well, yeah, not so much this spot though, because we've only been there not even a handful of times.
Yeah, but I'm not. You know, that doesn't mean that those dogs coming from a different area that could be hunted by somebody we know.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's just
or somebody we don't know.
It's so congested where we are.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Like I don't, that makes it more fun.
Yeah.
Because you can't turn a rabbit on and stand there with your hand in your pockets.
No, you gotta
work a bit.
You gotta work for it. Yeah.
And that one was a series of howls and fight. I think I did play a little rabbit, but that's just to get them, like Brian says, paint the picture. So we did some howls, female, male.
Yep.
And then I did a little bit of rabbit, like a tiny bit, like literally maybe 2 minutes, and turned it off because I have the old lucky duck. You can't play two sounds at once.
Right.
Turned it off and went to fight.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, we had done it, so we were done.
Yeah.
I had went to you, and I was like, well, whatever. We're just going to go to the next one.
Yeah.
Shit happens.
45 minutes at that point?
I was like, remember it was cold, the wind was blowing, my eyes were watering like crazy, which is like, people laugh, but like, we'll bring safety glasses.
Yeah, we've done it, yeah.
And wear clear safety glasses at night only because maybe it's because we're so focused on our equipment that we forget to blink.
Yes.
So then it's like a kid that plays video games, so you just like zoned right into it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But we'll wear safety glasses when the wind's blowing like that to keep the wind from tearing our eyes up because there ain't nothing worse than having something come running in and you're like crying over the notebook or something. You're wiping your eyes and they're freezing to your face because it was cold. That was our first cold night.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Because we've been hunting in sweatshirts since October 1st, and it's awesome.
Yeah, no, it was nice when we had it.
Yeah, and we were like trying, we were like, well, maybe because it's, it's warm, there's the rabbits, everything is still out, you know what I mean? They're not like denned up and out of the wind when it's cold or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, bottom line is, I played a tiny bit of rabbit and went to a fight, went to you to talk to you to be like, okay, I'm going to go get the call. Because we have a thing, like, we make sure we're wearing our headsets when I go out to the call or he goes out to the call. So
yeah, covering the guy going out there. So if something
shows up, we know that somebody needs you. That's happened a couple times now this year where I'm like, come back, put the call down, drop it right where you are, just come back, and I just and it's like a force of habit. We're just chatting. I pick my scanner up and I scan left and right, and I come to the left and I see this tiny, tiny little blob, and it was so far off that even, I have a 384, so, when you start talking, it's got to be 900 yards across that.
Easy to the other side.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
And I see this thing bouncing, and here I think it's just that stupid deer.
Yeah.
Chasing
the
does, which I don't even think he had any horns on his head. I really think he was a button buck. Because I don't remember seeing any, it was nothing, world class or state record standing out there in front of us.
I wasn't really.
You didn't pay attention?
Well,
I look
close to. Well, that's not why I'm there.
Right, I know, but I like to see them. So, I see this thing come bouncing in, and I'm like, my exact words were, "Oh shit!" on the left.
Yeah.
And I scurried back to my gun like a chipmunk, and he came in, and then I turned the call back on.
Yeah.
Because he kind of hung up, stopped, and he was looking around. Was it a he or she? I can't remember.
It was a male.
It was a male.
Yep.
Because the last howl I did was a male. Pardon me. And he hung up for a minute.
Yeah.
So then I turned it back on. Well, then it's so funny to watch them come in. He came in. That wasn't even the downwind side.
It was.
It was the downwind.
Yeah, because he was coming in on the downwind trying to.
I thought it was blowing the other way that night.
No, it was going right to left.
Okay. So he went around the little rollers in these fields.
Yeah.
And coyotes aren't big.
Which you don't see
You don't see
the
it.
coyote disappears behind one.
Yeah. Until you can't see Senor Coyote. So he runs in.
Because he disappeared a couple times.
Yeah. And I was like, oh shit, we lost him, you know? Or he winded us. But how he would have had to, I don't know where he would have went if he winded us.
Back out the way he came.
That's the only way he could go.
Fence behind us, and then the orchard fence behind
there's
him.
fences on them two corners.
Yep.
He
would either have to run right past us or the direction he came from.
Oh yeah, it was suicide for him for sure. It was like 100.
Yeah, I don't even know if it was 100 yards when I shot him.
Yeah,
it was close. It was less than 100.
Well, because when he'd come in, I was on the left, but you were out.
Yeah, we.
Set up that way.
Yeah, we always set up offset so that.
So I was prepared to let you shoot because I hunt during the week. It's not a big deal. And I wanted you to get one. So he come in and I'm like, I key the headset and I'm like, if you can bang. And I'm like, okay, well I don't need to say anymore.
Nope.
And stoned it. And
it didn't go 20.
Man, I was cold.
Yeah,
I was like, yep, go get him. Get it. And he's like, did you get the call already? Yep. I was ready for the truck.
Yeah. Well, we got back to the truck, and I realized because I didn't see you go get the call.
Right.
I was like, you got your call, right?
Yeah. I was my fingers are junk from working.
Yeah.
And they get cold real quick. So that was. We didn't see anything else that night. No, we did. We called one. It went way downwind. Remember at the other farm. And then I went out. I did the Indian thing when he disappeared behind the island. Remember, it started to rain. We were out in the rain.
Oh, yeah.
That was the same night.
Yeah, it was.
It was starting to rain, and our thermals were trash. No matter what you did to them, it looked like somebody took the Mona Lisa and dumped paint thinner on it. It was just a raining shower of blech. I mean, you couldn't even tell what you're looking at. The only thing I will tell you is you could see heat.
You could still see heat, but
you didn't know what it was.
You couldn't make out what it was.
Right.
Any means. No, it was very...
But our scopes performed flawlessly at that point because...
the scopes working great, even with the rain. Like
we could totally see what it was.
See right through it.
I mean, you can see the rain. It looks like Star Wars.
Yes.
Showering down, but...
Yeah, watching that coyote run across the far side of the field and then go out and then come back down our right side there.
Down the road.
At, 300-400 yards.
Yeah, so he well, there was deer there too. Again, watching us, just hanging out,
well.
And I think we were done again.
No,
and because I was wet and aggravated,
yeah, soaked.
And I walked to you and I was like, "What is that?" And you're like, "Oh, those are deer." And I look and I'm like, "Well, that ain't a deer." And right when I
wasn't looking as far right as you.
Right,
I was looking more left.
Right, and because I was on the left, so that was my side.
Well, you were on my right.
Yeah.
So,
but he had come out and circled. I was getting like 450, 480, and I'm like, I can get him to come. I can get him to come in. No big deal. It was kind of bright that night though.
Yeah, it was. Well, because of the cloud cover.
Right. So he circled all the way around us, and he disappears behind this. It's like I don't know. It must just be a random wet spot in the field, but there's trees in it. It's a tiny little finger.
I think there's
if you look on the map,
a couple valleys there.
Yeah.
Where there's trees.
Must be ditch lines.
Yeah.
Anyway, he disappears behind that, and at this point, that field continues on the other side of that, and I just grabbed my tripod and my gun and I started running.
Yeah.
And I got halfway to him, put my stuff down, scanned quick to see, and I looked towards the road, and there's another one that had come from the cornfield across the road. And if I had waited 2 more minutes, which we could never see it coming.
Right, no, not through the trees that were behind
If I waited 2 more minutes, we would have had a second one right in front of us, perfect shot. But I
took the opportunity you had that you knew you had.
So after I see him, I'm like, oh, okay, all right, well, this is happening. So like he's heading for the road, and I'm like, man, I got to get him before he gets there. So I'm like, I kept losing him, and he was getting, but there's like a tree line between us. So I'd get him, and then I'd lose him, and the scanner was trash because it was raining.
Yep.
So I'm literally running scanner to the gun, trying to find him, trying to see his eyes glowing. He was gone. So we called 3 that night.
Yep.
And then I don't think we did another one after that.
No, I think we went and scanned the road and called it a night.
Yeah, we went up to our other spot and scanned it quick. There was nothing out in the field, and that was it.
Yep.
I think that was a Thursday.
It might have been. I can't remember what night of the week it was now.
It all molds into one.
Yeah, it's just...
Well, it was a pretty exciting night.
It was. It was a good night. I mean, it was good for me. I got my 5th, confirmed 5th.
Yeah, confirmed 5th.
Yeah, confirmed 5th.
It don't count when you shoot and run away.
No, and then you track them through the woods for an hour and a half. What are you going to do?
I really think that dog lived. Because that's the same night we saw the 3-legged one. And and that dog is missing a leg.
Yeah.
And there's, as far as I know, nobody at traps there, and we haven't taken any pop shots at anything. To hit a back leg, my guess is whatever happened with that dog, it was a running shot.
Yep, it could have been.
And somebody was trying to hit it on the run, and their lead wasn't far enough.
Yeah.
And it blew the back leg off. That dog is missing a leg completely.
Yep.
I mean, it looks like a wheelbarrow going across the field. Do we have anybody listening?
Yeah, 2.
2. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
I know it's late, but, this is what we deal with.
Yeah, I mean, this is when we typically record, so...
The monsters are sleeping.
Yep.
And because otherwise my son would be here swinging from the microphone, boom, like a baboon. But I've gotten a fox last week. Bait pile is up and running. Mm-hmm. I had a fox and a coyote. Wait, before we get to that, is that the night we came home to see the coyotes on the road? 2 of them. That might have been.
No, you didn't get a fox that night.
No. But remember, before we even get to that, Remember we were coming home and we jumped those two?
No, that was last week.
That was last week?
Yeah, that was last Friday night.
Yeah, so we go out, we don't see nothing. And nothing. We don't see nothing. We don't hear nothing. And I was like, all right. I was shot. So,
well, no, we did see 2.
Yeah, way off.
But they were 5.
Yeah, we tried to get around
plus,
them. Yeah.
And they went zipping across the end of
the field. And we were playing the call, and they didn't give.
No, they didn't care.
And you know they could hear it.
Oh, absolutely. It was calm.
And there was no wind blowing that way.
No.
So they didn't wind us. Whatever those two were doing, they were on a mission.
Yep.
Now, before they had crossed, and it's this tiny little finger at the end of the field, so there's probably it looks small from where we stand. Maybe it's 100 yards, maybe it's 80 yards at the end, I don't know.
Across, yeah.
Yeah, across. They came out and just gone. Mm-hmm. But before that, I saw something else. Yeah. I saw a single of heat way down there, zip across. So I don't know if they were running another one down or if I saw... Maybe they were chasing fox. I don't know. It definitely was not a deer. Mm-hmm. It was too small for that, but too big to be a rabbit or something. But we saw those two, and we picked up, and I was like, well, we'll just go to the next farm over and get them on their way out.
Yep.
But they never showed up.
No.
Then we came home.
Then we were on the way home.
Saw two.
One
on a farm we don't hunt.
Right.
We were just driving. We weren't even scanning. Like, we were just driving and talking, and I caught him in the headlights, and I'm like, yep, that's a coyote. And he saw the truck because he was heading for the road, and he stopped and turned around and started heading back, and that's when we stopped and hit him with the scanners, and I'm like, yeah, it's a coyote.
Yep.
And then we left, and then we get back by my farm, and again, another one right in the middle of these two houses. And that was a pretty coyote.
Yeah.
Like there was no scanners, and that thing was standing on the edge of the road.
Yeah, it was right on the side of the road trying to cross.
And we stopped, and that coyote was probably thinking like, oh, shit. But we stopped, and I'm like, look at this. Now, we didn't, because we definitely put our time in last week. I hunted Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
You took last night off?
Yeah.
And I went out last night.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
So maybe I didn't, because I took the night before that off too. Today's Thursday. Mm-hmm. You went out last night, it was Wednesday.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe I quit on Monday. I know it was a lot of days because my wife reminded me. She's like, well, you probably are tired. You know, you've been out for like 4 or 5 days straight.
Nope.
And like, even when I go with Rusty, he's like, oh, we'll just do a couple quick ones.
Yeah.
And then by the time I leave his house, it's 1:30 in the morning.
Because even if you do 2.
Right. I have to drive. I drive to him or you drive here. We load up. We have to go.
Yeah.
Set up, walk, set up, and
we usually call between 30 and 45 minutes minimum.
Unless something crazy starts to happen.
Right, and then we're there longer.
Yeah, like last week. But I hunted a ton, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to bed.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't.
Because every single night I went out, didn't matter what time I got home, by the time I got wound down, it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I was dragging.
Yeah.
I was dragging real bad.
So, I did my first solo stand of the season last night.
Yay!
So, on Monday, my daughter went over to my parents' house. And
Kenzie's home?
Yeah. My daughter, my niece, and my mom were out walking around the pond. And they saw the tracks.
Yeah.
And the girls climbed up on top of the piles of leaves in my dad.
No way.
There, and they saw him in the field next door.
In that little field?
Yeah. Where
we rabbit hunted that time.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it makes sense. There's tons of rabbits down there.
Tons. Oh, yeah. So Tuesday night, my wife didn't go home till late. She had some errands to run after work. So last night I was like, man, if the weather isn't too terrible.
Yeah, you just go. I do the same thing.
Gonna go. We had dinner relatively early. I told the wife, it's like, hey, I'm gonna go down behind mom and dad's for a little bit. She's like, oh, you have to work tonight. I was like, yeah, I know. But like I got there like 7 o'clock.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it ain't no different than me going out all night and then getting up to go to work the next day.
So I went down there and set up, and I was there I told myself I'm going to stay for an hour. I'm going to give it an hour. And I know some people.
So what'd you do? How?
I was thinking about it, and the way I used the call is I told a story.
Yes. Well, that's what you're supposed to do.
So I started with a couple like lone howls, and then like a couple like group howls, a little bit of a challenge. Went into a fight, some pup distress, and then at this point now I'm like 45 minutes in. It's starting to snow.
Yeah, it snowed pretty good last night.
Yeah, it did.
It's gone today.
Yeah, like almost all night it snowed.
Yeah.
So did that, and I was like, all right, one last, ditch effort. I threw a rabbit on. Just
to see. They're going to have to eat sometime.
Right. So
they just don't like our rabbits, man. I don't know what it is.
I don't know. And like I haven't used rabbit on my call all that much.
Nope.
But
social sounds, man.
Yeah.
Social. So
because
Fox and Bobcat are open now, and we got a couple. Well, I got a couple foxes, but I'm not really out there for them.
No, we're coyote hunters.
I have certain farms that I have to.
Yeah. Right. Because
that's why I'm there.
They've asked you to.
Right. And the mission accomplished. Unless there's another one. But then we got the bait pile up and running here.
Yep.
And Rusty came down to help me with some stuff. And the camera's going off. Well, I go out there and I lose him. Well, this fox, the night before, was stealing bait from me all night long. Mm-hmm. It would come in, grab something, it'd take it away.
Yeah.
All night long. From 2 a.m. to 4. And I never heard my phone go off. I never heard the phone go off.
You said you had the volume down, right?
Yeah, because I was watching videos laying in bed. I didn't want to wake the wife up.
Yep.
Because my sleep schedule was all messed up. But he robbed me all night long. So I'm like, well, whatever. It's just a fox.
Yeah.
Well, in the morning around 5:36 a.m., again, did not. Now the kids are stirring. Things are happening here. There was a coyote there, and I never saw it. What is your deal, dog? My dog. You already ate. Go on. So a coyote had showed up on the bait pile, and I missed it. Of course, you came over here to get a drink and make it all loud while we're trying to record. Ellie. Hey. Come on. That bowl of water's been there all night. You always wait for us to start recording and then start drinking. Like you're dying of thirst in the Sahara. So, Fox shows... Rusty's coming down, him and his old lady. Fox shows up. I go out there. It's gone. It grabbed something and took off. I come back to the house, and he's like, what you got out there? I said, there's some, fox out there, but it's gone. So we come in the house, we're doing our thing, and the camera went off again. And he looks at me and he goes, "Is it the bait pile?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Go get it." So we run out there. I didn't bring no calls with me. I had my chest pack and my scanner. Yeah. I didn't even take a rifle because Rusty took his. And we get out there and it disappears again. And he's like, "Did you bring your hand calls with you?" I'm like, "No." Mm-hmm. You could hear it in his video. He's like, "Go get your hand calls." I'm like, "Okay." So I drop my scanner back in my chest pack, start running for the house. I got to the garage door and boom. And I heard the whack, and I was like, "Well." So I just turned around
for those.
Yeah, I turned around, went back out, and on my way out, walking to him, I'm scanning. You could see it laying there. And nice red.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna mount it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
He was a little worried about the damage. That thing tore it right in half.
Did it?
I don't know. It tore it right in half. I don't know if he even... Did you see... He put the video in group chat, I think.
No.
I'm pretty sure he did.
I don't remember seeing it.
Or maybe he didn't yet, or maybe I just saw it. Anyway, he it incinerated that thing.
Yeah.
Flew. Like, well, that's the thing with thermals.
Yeah,
like we don't experience that.
No, because there are scopes fall.
I mean, we see, like, I've made a shot last week on one, and I thought I hit the dirt, but it wasn't the dirt. The bullet went in and would come out the other side, and it, you know, it made a, you could see it.
Yeah.
In the night vision. But Rusty's stuff was flying.
Yeah.
It was like somebody hit that thing with a howitzer. I mean,
It's
it just.
probably how that last coyote I shot would have looked.
Oh, yeah.
Because I hit that
tore
in
it up.
the neck.
In the neck.
And I must have been just off a little to the side.
I think it went in and out.
I mean, that hole on the back side of that neck was like this.
Because I shot one.
At least that's what it looked like. I mean,
I shot one in the neck, too. Well, it was low neck. So I didn't hit any vitals, but it went out next to the spine, right on top of the shoulder. And I swear to, I mean, it tore it up.
JP's here.
Oh, yes?
Yeah, yes, if we have a lot of fox in our area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't, like, we don't target them.
No.
I mean, we do.
If they show up, they're...
Brian calls them feel-good fox. So, the way Mr. Rush puts it, if you're out all night and you're not seeing nothing, we can always call a fox. Like, they're super simple.
Yeah. SKB is here, too.
Oh, we're wearing your stuff. Or no, not that shirt. That's the old shirt. The hat is the new. Yeah, we get a lot of them.
Yeah.
We, like I said, we got a couple farms that we are there for that reason.
Right, because they're taking birds.
Right.
Yeah.
Chickens, whatever. But like me and Rusty called one last week and we let it go.
Yeah.
And it was a nice red. And it was doable. It was like 300 and something. And he was like, should I shoot this thing? And I'm like, I don't know, dude. It's your spot. You know what I mean? Like, I have two reds and a gray already.
Yeah.
I'm kind of after them coyotes right now. So, I guess it just depends on how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
If we're on the fourth stand of the night and I'm super tired and I see one, I'm sorry. I did shoot one with a rabbit in its mouth.
Yes, you did. We got to put that video up on YouTube.
Yes, I have that video, and I have pictures. I have the pictures, too, of it. I got to a stand, solo hunt, and stood in different places because the wind wasn't working for me. Like, 3 nights prior to that, I had 5 come out of that tree line, and I was on the other side. And I started to pick all my stuff up and do the Brian Rush and rush at them. And decided the way the wind was, it wasn't going to be a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they had some kind of smell of me, and they didn't like it. That's why. Because I made them mad. They were barking. But not like warning barking, but like they were... They moved up the field where they could catch my wind, I believe, because I saw one. It's so funny; they're like little fighter jets. So you had these 3 like grouped here, and then 2 of them take off and start heading east. And I'm like, "Oh, stop doing that!" Because if you get so far up, that wind was blowing straight across there.
Yeah,
they're gonna smell me, and I'm pretty sure they did.
Did your ice machine just make
the ice machine just made ice. Thank God. I can't do this with no ice.
Real quick.
Who?
JP.
Yes.
Rusty's he shot that with a 243, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's not shooting the 22-250 anymore.
No, we're there's some experimental things happening right now with the 22-250.
Yeah.
Put a day scope on it, and he can ring steel 300 yards every shot. Ting, 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 ting. We don't really know. He had issues with his scope mount for his pulsar and changed it, and I don't know if that is going to fix it or what's going on. I just don't. That gun will hit.
Yeah.
But then it throws a wily, and it don't matter if it's factory ammo or hand-loaded stuff. It does it. And I'm not convinced that it's the gun.
Yeah.
I'm more convinced that it's something with the scope or the mount, and like it's tight, like we've checked it, but I guess I don't know. Rusty was trying to explain it to me the other night when we was here. Something was broke on a mount, and he ordered a new one. So there's a new one coming. We're gonna remount it. He's gonna resight it, and hopefully it's the photon torpedo will be back out because Rusty is he needs to be with that gun.
Yeah.
He's got a couple other ones, and he's hit coyotes with them, but not like that thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing, I mean, there's a couple on the videos he made on TikTok and stuff. I shot at one, missed it, and he stoned it while the thing was sprinting with that. That was up in that big cornfield.
Yeah, no. I was getting ready to shoot it.
Right. And he hits good with it. There's just some kind of malfunction. But yeah, so the fox thing, whatever. I'd rather let him go if I'm there for coyotes.
Yeah. If it's the end of the hunt, and there's one there, we'll take it.
Yeah, if it's 3:30 and I'm cold and I just get fed up with things, I'm gonna go home with something in the truck.
Yeah.
I just have to. I hate going home with an empty truck.
Yeah, I feel you. I know.
But we haven't seen any foxes with you with us. Me and you together anyway.
Yeah, two.
We did.
Before season started.
Oh, well.
Before fox season started.
Yeah, so obviously we couldn't. And that sucks, too.
Yeah.
Because, like, in the beginning...
Well, like, the first one was, like, it was coming right for the call.
Yeah.
Like, it was just...
Yeah.
It was coming right in. It would have been, like,
beautiful.
100, 150-yard shot.
They're super fun to call because they respond. Birds with foxes, oh, my God. You turn a woodpecker on, they'll run that damn thing over to get to it. The one fox I did shoot off the farm where I have to shoot him, it was a jackrabbit. This thing, and I don't know if I recorded that one or not. I'm going to have to look through my videos and send them to you. That thing it was like seconds. Like I put the call out, got set up. The barn where I hunt has an outside light. That's super annoying. It's motion censored. So I wait for that to shut off.
Yes.
So I waited my 2 minutes or whatever it was, and it shut off, and I turned the jackrabbit on, and here he came, just, as happy, feel-good fox.
Yep.
As happy as can be, and I stoned him. They're fun to shoot, but, I like the challenge.
Yeah. Well, and then the second one was in Shitfield, and it was a little gray. And what is that thing, like 20 yards from us when it walked by?
Yes.
If that?
Before season, yeah.
Before
and
season.
we have video of that, too. We should put that up. We messed with him quite a bit. I was like, on the right, and I look over, and I'm like, oh, it's a fox. And then we weren't seeing any coyotes, so I was like, let's have some fun.
Yeah.
So I was like mouse squeaking at it with my pocket squeaker, which boy, that was loud. Whatever that was went by my house.
Yeah. It's still here.
It's still loud.
That's weird.
Hopefully we're not under attack. There's been a ton of choppers over the house tonight.
Yeah.
It's still going.
Yeah. What the hell is that?
It's the drones from Jersey. Have you seen that?
The drones from
Jersey. There's drones flying over Jersey, and they can't figure out what they are.
What?
Don't you watch the news?
No. We've been over this.
There's, it might be just that clear that you're hearing a train from the river. What happened? I can't see the comments.
No, I know. Sorry, I will read them. JP says he'll be incorporating Feel Good Fox into his nightly hunt recaps from here on out.
Feel Good Fox.
That's
Brian Rush patent. I can't really. I'm not into stealing people's sayings. I just use them.
Yeah.
So
I guess that's theft as also, but no, it's fine. I'm sure Brian won't care.
Yeah. Well, that's like I was on the phone with him one night and I had missed a couple.
Yeah.
And I was like, Brian, you gotta talk me off a ledge here, man. I'm just having a rough time, and it happens. And he was like, "Go shoot a fox, dude. Just go out, turn some rabbit on,
get something,
hang out, shoot a fox." Yeah, I was like, "All right, So, and then we ended up getting one on the bait pile here, and I think I was in here playing with the kids. and the phone goes off, and I was like, ooh, and my wife's like, the camera's going off, isn't it? And I got my camo PJs on, slide my hunting boots on, run down the field, and I shot that fox in my pajamas.
Perfect.
Got him, though.
Yeah.
Nice gray. He's real pretty. Pretty big, too, for a gray.
Yeah.
But so I got, and then I'm kind of done with the fox thing for right now. Bobcats, I'm down, though. We ain't seen any.
We haven't seen any yet, no.
Which is weird because usually, I was looking through my memories, every year, this time of year, we got a couple down.
Yeah. Just backtracking a little bit.
Why, what's wrong?
SKB said that they're counting down the days. They have 10 more days before they can coyote hunt.
They have so is it just a night season? They have.
I don't know. They said they got 10 more days before coyote hunting.
Really? You've waited this long? Oh my God, I could never go that long. We have a hard time making it from March to October.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And by October 1st, it's...
Well, I mean, they've listened to them. I'm sure people have listened to us throughout the whole summer.
Yeah.
Counting down the days.
Like, well, we got, it's been 200 days since I shot a coyote. I feel like I'm worthless in life. Anyway. Season opener is always the best.
SKB says night season.
Night season? You have a night season. You know what it is? They're up north, too. It's even colder up there.
Yeah.
I'm too much of a sissy, I think.
They can't hunt them while deer season is open.
Really?
Yep.
Well, that just takes the whole if you're deer hunting and a coyote shows up, it's a coyote hunt thing right out the window, because if we're deer hunting and a coyote shows up,
yeah, it's coyote hunt.
It's a coyote hunt. And
they said night season, so maybe
during the day.
During the day is different.
Oh my God, I couldn't imagine. I have to go out. I don't like hunting them during the day. I can't. I just never. Brian says he can call some in down here. I'm like, you are more than welcome to come down and try. We've tried, never seen nothing.
We've done it a few times. My first coyote hunt was in the evening, like early evening. It was probably an hour or two before sunset. I went out.
Yeah. Oh, with the 17.
My 17, yeah. That little call my grandfather gave me.
Do you still have that?
The call?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I have two of them because I think my dad gave me one too.
Your father had one too? Mm-hmm. He was a coyote hunter?
Or he just had it to...
Well, your dad had chickens forever. What happened?
SKB says their daughter shot a coyote an hour before she shot her buck this year.
Yes, I remember seeing that.
So,
it was a slamming buck. Forget the coyote. That kid shot a nice buck. I mean, we never shot bucks like that young. So, kudos to her. It took a lot of years to get and shooting decent deer.
JP wants to know what's on your equipment upgrade list soon or by next season.
AGM 4K.
The Spectrum 4K.
And that's your fault.
Yeah, thanks, JP.
That is your fault, mister. It's got a ballistic calculator. Takes all my skill. I don't need any skill anymore. We want to try one of those. We're working on that.
Yeah, I'm waiting for some funds to come in, and then I'm going to purchase one.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Scope. We're going to get 2, possibly 3 is what we're trying to shoot for.
Yeah. I'm going to get a new tripod. Well, you just got a new tripod.
Yeah.
I'm going to get another tripod. Well, also, in doing all this stuff, I'm kind of upgrading stuff that I have and setting up a rig for my son.
He's giving him all the hand-me-down stuff. We were looking at
been there, though.
We were looking at the new Sniper Hog lights tonight, too.
Yeah,
the Hyperion.
The Hyperion. So,
because the thing is with the Canon, it's a great light. It's so damn heavy.
It's big and heavy, yeah. The Hyperion is smaller, lighter, but almost just as powerful.
Yeah, old Jason from Sniper Hog, man. He's right. Like, I follow him. Mm-hmm. So, anytime he posts something, and then, he gets me. And I was like, I just bought that 66 last year for the C50.
Yeah.
Now I want one of them. So I have a suggestion for Jay. He should do trade-ins. Because I'll just trade in my old light. Because I really want to.
He's got to sell used equipment.
I don't care. It's his fault. I don't care. It's his fault. If you come out with something that's better, it's your fault. It's your fault. And I need to justify buying other stuff.
Yeah.
Other than that, other than a Hummer
or World War II aircraft.
Yeah, whatever. A helicopter. You know, that'd be nice to add. A nice little bird.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be super fun.
We would definitely not get arrested the first time we took that thing out.
They wouldn't be able to catch us, bro. We'll be in the air. Going dark.
They're loud.
I've been, I don't know, man. I've been looking at them helmets.
A helmet?
Yeah, well, JP is making helmet mounts. And I don't, but here's the thing. When I released myself from my Sniper Hog scanning light on my head, you know, all night long, and my neck bothered me.
It'd give me a headache.
I don't know if I'm ready to go back to having a helmet on.
Something. Well, yeah, then you got to worry about your
headsets.
comms as well.
You got to get a helmet like Rusty's got. Well, he built his and added a set of walkers to it.
Okay. Tore a pair apart and
yes, took the center strap out, mounted them, and you know.
Gotcha.
Because like lately, I don't know. I'm so, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I switch hands when I'm scanning because my arm gets tired.
Absolutely.
Plus my fingers get cold.
Mm-hmm.
So then I have my electronic hand warmers on the super cold nights in my pockets, and then I switch back and forth because I want my trigger finger warm and ready.
Yeah, I still haven't charged mine, by the way.
Your hand warmers?
No. It's in the center console of my car right now.
Yeah, I got them. They're charged in the pocket of the coat.
Yeah. But as far as other equipment upgrading or trying things out,
I don't really see. We have the new Lucky Duck in the ranks. Rusty bought one.
Oh, okay. Super Revolt.
It's Super Revolt. Backlit buttons.
Mm-hmm.
Super nice. He bought a holder for his tripod to hold the remote. I don't know if he bought it. I don't know if JP is making them or not, but which is cool. But I don't like. I'm not really. I don't know. I'm torn with that too because even though they're red, it still lights your face up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and maybe not like lights it up, but makes it like a shadow.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing I like about the Ecotech is after 10 seconds,
They turn off.
the lights in the remote
Well,
turn off.
yeah. So do I just
Does
don't.
Lucky Duck too?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I love the Super Revolt. I don't love the price. I love the fact that you can. What?
JP says the controller mounts are coming soon.
Oh, yeah, because he has a 3D printer. I knew this was all happening. I've seen all this happen. Every day I see him post something, and I'm like, I know where this guy's headed.
Right into your wallet.
Yeah, one way or the other. Well, he's been texting me for weeks trying to get me to buy stuff off him, and I can't right now. I'm saving for the kids for Christmas. I don't. Plus, you know, like even with Christmas and my birthday coming up, I don't make my wife buy me anything because everything I want is expensive.
Yeah.
And I just feel bad.
No,
So I'm like, just, you know, hey, I'll just go buy some gun parts and I'll get you a new book and everybody's happy. We just take care of the kids. That's the biggest thing.
Yep.
So I'm not really looking to buy anything. My call is working great. I had some problems with my Lucky Duck. Got a hold of Rick. Talked to Rick multiple times through the years, 2 years now. Anytime I had a problem, I call, I text him, and he's right there for me. I had a power switch issue. Gave me a phone number for Lucky Duck, called. One of the warranty girls messaged me from her personal Facebook to make sure, you know, that I got what I needed. Sent me the parts free.
Yeah.
It was under warranty. I literally took it apart myself. I mean, it's not that bad. I've done worse with engines and everything else. So, but little screws and plastic things with these big dumb hands don't really work too well. So I very carefully.
Yeah.
Took it apart, and it's plug and play, man.
Yeah.
It's a circuit board and a speaker in there, and like anything, the motors for the rotator, the motors for the decoy, they're plug and play.
Okay.
So if there's a problem with it, you split the case in half, unplug it, put the new one in.
Oh, perfect.
And it went
no
super
soldering or anything.
No, we don't have that.
Perfect. That's even better.
Because I can solder, but I'm not that good at it.
Yeah.
These big dumb fingers again. I just don't.
Mechanics hands.
Well, it's just fine work. That ain't me, dude. You know what I mean?
No, I know. Like when I'm like a bull when it comes to that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm used to working on engines where you're pulling and pushing and yanking on things.
Yeah, well, and your engines are big engines.
Well, yes.
Like a piston the size of your head.
Yeah, they're 9 inches across.
Josh works on trains.
Yeah.
You want to talk about something small and stupid to work on? Takedown pins on AR platforms with the detents and the little springs. Of all the advanced technology in our military and firearms, these detents, dude, you need fucking tweezers to fucking, and then you like it's so hard to put together. And then when you finally, because I've lost a couple now, they shot across the cave like, and they are literally the tiniest thing ever. I got it now. I got a trick in the system, but whoever invented that shit, we can do better. Set screws, bro. Thread it and put set screws in it. Anyway. What do you got, a message there?
Yeah.
Who else is talking? Who else wants to talk? Ask me a question. Because I got into a little question and answering today on Facebook, which I should know better about getting sucked into these posts.
You're going to go into it?
Get into it? I'll get into it a little, only because you know what I hate about Facebook, and even with the Predator pages and the New York hunting pages. And like we all do the same thing. We all like to go out and enjoy the outdoors and hunting as a sport. But people get so frickin' mean and so quick to just take their claws out and start jabbing at people. And there's been quite a bit of talk about the old wolf in New York State.
New York State.
People hear it or hear a howl, say, and they automatically assume.
Yeah.
What happened?
JP wants to know what the dog kill count up to so far is for each of us.
9. I'm at 9. I got one ahead of Rusty.
All right. I'm at 5. So Rusty's at 8.
Yeah.
What's Chip at?
4 or 5.
4 or 5.
I'm not really sure.
Okay.
Poor Pierre hasn't got anything. He's been real busy with work. He was going to come tonight and be on, but he couldn't. He had just gotten home and was eating dinner, and he's like, dude, I'll come next week. And that's totally fine, which he might be watching. I don't know if he is. We'll get him on some dogs. It's going to happen. It's been a slow start for a couple of us. Me, I'm addicted. You don't... To have, at 9 dogs, ain't even a lot of dogs. Do you know how much time I spent out there? Solo nights with Rusty, like me and him, like trying to get, 4 stands in before midnight because we got to work the next day. Yeah. And the hours. Like,
so your time to kill ratio is
oh my God.
Skewed.
I stayed home. I've been home. What?
Oh, Pierre is watching.
Pierre is watching.
He has one.
Oh, he's got one.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't tell me that, dude. All right, so we're at 20. Where the hell's? Oh, my phone's up there.
So all right, 9 and 8. That's 17, and 5 is 22, and 4 is 26. 27.
Yeah, we're at 27.
27, 28.
Something like that.
In there.
It's on my phone. You're on my phone.
Not quite to 30 yet, but
no, we tried. We were trying for 30 before
December.
Yeah, before the 1st of December.
Yeah.
And we shot 35 the whole season last year.
Yeah.
We are smoking numbers right now. What happened?
JP says, Pierre, my favorite customer.
Yeah. Yeah. Those I'm so glad I introduced you to. That's what happened.
Pierre says, yes, I did. I sent pics in the group. It was right at the beginning of the season.
I don't.
Sorry, Pierre.
Sorry, dude.
Don't recall.
I'll have to look. My phone's up there. I can't look.
Yeah.
I can't remember it.
No.
I'm sorry. I believe it, though. I'll have to look. It should be in the group.
Yeah.
Sorry, well, he knows how the group gets.
Yeah. I wake up in the afternoon to 40 messages.
Yeah, I mean, and it's all stupid TikTok videos or dumb arguments that really don't amount to anything.
So, to get back to your Facebook conversation.
So, wolves.
Yeah, wolves.
So, a gentleman had posted a video of howls in the dark and swore that they were wolves. And to me, now he's posted about this a couple of times.
I haven't seen any.
It's on one of the New York hunting pages, and so I'm intrigued. So okay, show me a wolf. Then he said he was going to put some trail cameras up. Awesome. Like Pierre says all the time, if there's any way to prove something is to get a picture of it. Because, I mean, I don't care who you are. All you got to do is use that thing that you're watching us on and Google it. The body structure of a wolf compared to an eastern coyote is light years of difference. Their legs are longer. Their shoulders, they're bigger. I mean, if the thing we did at the Wildlife Museum, if you've never visited that, it's in Amsterdam. Totally worth it.
Yep.
The history there with everything. They have wolves, full-mounted wolves next to moose. They're totally different. What happened?
JP says the same people who say that shit about wolves are also believe there are mountain lions in PA.
I'll believe it when it's dead at my feet.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm getting at. So this guy said he's going to put trail cameras up. I'm like, great, let's see it.
Yeah.
Let's see it. So he posted the other day of a short recording of a howl. And you guys know, or anybody who's hunted coyotes long enough, you can tell the difference between a male and a female. The males are always deeper. Their barks are deeper. You know, it's kind of hard to explain, but if you hear it and spend enough time listening to them, you'll get it. So it's a male coyote.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a solo male coyote, and he now listen. I didn't post this. This guy did.
Right.
And said, "What do you think?" Okay.
You asked my
You're opening yourself up. Yeah. All right, which I think is a stupid idea.
On the internet.
Yeah. Because, again, then the teeth come out. So I very politely, and it's hard to tell context through text, said, to me, they sound like coyotes. And I basically said, well, he disagreed with me. And I said, okay. I guess his words were, if you were here, you would think different. Well, that's an easy fix. So I said, listen, there's a million other comments. I think Pierre got in on this too. Not with this particular post, but in a previous one. There's tons of people that are saying, it's a coyote, 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 it's a coyote. Everybody's saying it's a coyote. A couple people were like, meh, maybe it's a coy wolf. Sorry, they don't exist. I don't care. We've been over this a million times. Yeah. Yellowstone National Park is the most natural place in the continental U.S. There's tons of documentaries and research. When they introduced wolves back to Yellowstone, they killed coyotes. Yeah. They did not. It's not like the last two people on Earth and they meet on this desert plain, a coyote and a wolf on the other side, and like, hey, let's mate to save our species. They do not have that kind of thinking power. Right. They're not like. I'm sorry, they just don't have it. Mm-hmm. They don't have the brain for it. So, natural place. They hate each other. They kill each other. Right. They kill each other. As soon as they introduced wolves to Yellowstone, they started killing coyotes. So anyway, I don't think it's a wolf. So I basically said to the guy, and I hope he did not take it out of context. I hunt at least 5 nights a week.
Right.
From October 1st to the end of March.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard howls, and you've been right there with me. We've had groups howl at each other in like a line 10 miles away, man. I mean, like we get a group close, then another, then another, then another, then another.
Like a domino effect of howling.
Remember that night across the river? We heard them all the way up in the Catskills.
Yeah.
It was so quiet that night. We started it, and it just went. So then we had the last night of the season last year when Chip was calling, and that one was right on the other side of the tree line with the truck. And he goes, "That's not me." And I'm like, "I know."
Yeah.
That was like 30 feet. That dude was close. Mm-hmm. And you want to talk about, you know how loud a coyote owl is.
Oh, yeah.
It's deafening at 30 feet. Especially wearing walkers. Mm-hmm. You want to throw your headset in the fucking bushes because it's so loud. Pardon. I think, so I basically said, hey, you're asking. You made this post.
Yep.
To ask for opinions,
mm-hmm.
but then to start attacking people that give you opinions.
Yeah.
To me, that's bullshit. Like, don't do that. Then don't ask opinions.
Yeah.
Okay? It's very simple. If you ain't got nothing to say, don't say it. So I was like, very politely, I spent a lot of time out there. I've heard a lot of different howls. To me, what you're showing me, the proof you're showing me, which is a black video,
mm-hmm.
So just audio, that's a male coyote.
Yeah.
And I said, if, this is our experience. I was like, we have a Facebook page. Mm-hmm. And I was totally not trying to be a dick. Here's our Facebook page. Check us out. And if you want, we'll come up and let's just see what you got.
Right.
Like, we'll come up. We'll try. I'm pretty sure if he's visiting that much, I'm pretty sure we can pull him. Mm-hmm. And that means he's always there, probably not pressured. Pretty sure we can. He sounds dominant. He barks a lot. He's real raspy.
Okay.
We'll come up. And his answer was, I don't want somebody as inexperienced as you out in my woods. Okay, well, that was dickish.
Yeah.
Okay? But again, you're not going to get a rise out of me. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. You asked for an opinion, I gave it to you. So I said, hey, man, and a friend of mine had chimed in and started on my side, and I said, listen, don't bother. Yeah. I appreciate what you're doing. I really do. Knows me well. He's done some work for me. Knows what I do, knows what we do, and how obsessed we are with this. No need to back me up.
Yep.
And, I was not trying to be a jerk at all. I want to help these people find these answers. Because the problem is, this has come up a lot in the hunting groups in New York since rifle season has started. I don't know if it's like people are getting trail cam pictures or hearing them. The problem with this whole crying wolf thing, that's what I'm calling it, is,
yes,
I'm sorry, but our rights as hunters in New York are already under attack. Mm-hmm. They with what we got in office. That's the polite way of putting it. I'm not going to say anything mean. So the more you talk about this, there's already been talk about if they want to put laws in place. If we shoot something over 50 pounds, it's got to be
DNA tested.
Yeah.
And if it's confirmed it's a wolf, the DEC has the right to shut off coyote hunting in that area.
Just like that, guys.
Boom. Done.
Just like that.
That there's no, I don't know, like, the fine details, but, like, is there a specific area, like, it can only be this big?
10-mile radius, 20-mile radius. Bottom line is,
you do 20-mile radius. If we got something like that here, you do 20-mile radius, we're done coyote hunting.
Yeah.
Done.
Except for my farm, because I really don't care what they say. But that's the problem with this. Okay. Now, and of all the dogs we've shot in our, I guess you would call it a career.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
We are not pros. There's people local that are 3 times better than us.
Oh yeah.
Been doing it longer, and you guys know who you are. We know who you are, and ton of respect for you. We're just the ones that are doing this.
Yeah.
And like putting it out there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I've never seen a wolf.
Nope.
I've shot big coyotes south of here.
Yeah.
Not far south.
No, not very.
Big, like over 50. Like I have pictures of this thing, and you swear to God I'm holding a fucking lion up by its back legs.
No, I still have pictures on my phone.
It's huge. He had no teeth left.
No, it was an old coyote.
It was, but by no I mean, we've seen so many of them dead. Like, you just know what you're looking at, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all you got, the information is out there.
Yep.
There's pictures. There's size comparisons. There's that, like I said, Yellowstone, National Geographic. How long has that been around? Great source of information. Okay, definitely not fake.
Yeah.
They document the wolves that are in Yellowstone. It's all there. So, do I think they mated and made coy wolves? No. No. Bottom line, moral of the story, I could rant about this all night. Sir, you asked for my opinion. I gave it to you. I felt like he thought I was being nasty, but then he corrected himself, because after that he did comment and say, I respect your opinion. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I respect yours as well.
Yeah.
But don't, if you don't want, you're not going to get, yep, you're right. You're not going to get that. Not with that. That's like mountain lions, okay? Now, we've seen, and Pierre's probably laughing his ass off right now.
Yeah, because he knows what story is coming up.
I'm not going to say I've seen things. Do I have 100% proof of what I saw? No. So that's the end of that.
Yep.
Until I have proof of that, and Pierre's, again, probably laughing his balls off right now, because he will argue this with me.
He says, sure am.
And he knows I'm with him. Like, I'm 100% with you, bro. I will not, until we have proof.
Yeah.
I don't know what I saw. But this wolf thing, it's getting out of hand.
Yeah, because
it's getting way out of hand. The gun laws in New York State have changed so much now. And, like, if you're in New York State and you don't know this, say you lock your gun in your truck. I do it all the time. I have summer guns and I have winter guns.
Mm-hmm.
If you lock your gun in your truck and someone breaks into your truck and takes your gun, the state has the right to pull all your guns.
Yeah.
And your permits, because you're no longer a responsible gun owner who left a weapon unattended. So we don't leave our trucks with gun. I don't leave pistol. I used to leave my pistol. I lock my truck all the time. I leave my pistol. So I always have a pistol on me. We don't do that no more. I didn't want to do that. They are after our guns in this state. 100%.
Hardcore.
So any reason that we give them is just more ammo for them. Like, please, take them in at night. Don't leave them in your trucks. Don't tell me there's wolves in New York State, because they ain't. And it's like I told this guy, when one is dead at my feet, then we'll talk. Okay? As of right now, we've shot quite a few coyotes. Like I said, we're not, we don't have thousands.
No.
But from every corner of the county, the surrounding counties, not once did I ever see a wolf.
No.
So, in the words of Pierre, show me a trail cam picture.
Yeah.
Is it what you just said?
No. JP. He says the fact that we can't run suppressed is an American tragedy. We 100% agree with that.
Oh my God. Don't even get me started with that.
Because that would make things
so much better for everybody.
So much better. You're not making all that noise at night, disturbing people.
Right.
Follow-up shots are going to be better.
Listen,
or if there's
sometimes fallujah happen. Okay? And here's the thing. What I'm doing, as of today, right now, is 100% legal. So if I shoot one and there's two others running away, and I'm trying to be a better person, Brian, they're going to remember me. But like it's so funny you said this, because I was, looking at the pages today, and you see guys like showing triples and quads, and and
like, what's on the end of the barrel.
Yeah, they're suppressed. They're out west. They're suppressed, and you can do that because you're taking all the boom out of everything.
Yeah.
Can you do it with a standard rifle? Yes.
Yeah,
I think you can. Not in this town. Because these coyotes, they remember us.
Yeah.
So if a shot rings out, they are gone. They are gone. So if we don't synchronize, forget it.
Yeah.
Not going to happen. But anybody else? Anybody else want any more false information? I'll give it all to you. I'm full of fake news. I got a little hyped up today with that. And it's only because what makes me angry about it is like people ask for opinions on all these social medias, and then you give them your opinion, and then they get pissed.
Yeah.
And it's like, don't fucking ask my opinion then.
Why I'm reluctant to
right,
comment
I'm
on
the same way.
Anything.
I'm the same way.
There's been like one post on Facebook that I commented on.
We talked about this.
Yeah, and the guy was trying to compare two calls. I was like, well, our group runs those calls. I have experience with both of them. I gave him the pros and cons of both. I was like the first person to comment on the post.
Told you didn't know shit, didn't he?
No.
Oh.
I don't know if anyone even said it. Like, I think he liked the post or whatever.
Right.
Comment
so
to
you
his
didn't
post.
have what I had.
No.
You didn't have you didn't have a keyboard brawl.
No. And like,
and I don't even call it that.
If I come across a post and it's something that I might have information.
I hate the comment.
If there's like 400 comments already,
then you'll throw it.
No, mine's already there. Like whatever information I had is already there. I'm not going to repost it. Hang on, let's see.
But I'm the same way. I don't ever open my mouth, and I know better, and I did today, and I shouldn't have. But like, I hope that anybody else who read that didn't, like, I wasn't trying to come off like I know everything.
Yeah,
I don't. Every night we go out, we see something or something, we learn something different. Mm-hmm. We'll admit that 100%.
Oh, we're always learning something new.
But it's so different for us. And like Brian commends us for this. We started out with red lights, dude, and hand calls.
Yeah.
Then moved up. We didn't just go out and be like, okay, I want to hunt coyotes. I can afford a $6,000 thermal. That's what I'm going to buy, and have no way and no experience with identifying animals through a thermal.
Yeah.
People do that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why me and you hunt the way we do, and Pierre hunts like us too.
Yeah.
We're thermal, monocular with knife. You can't beat it.
Nope.
There's no question.
In our opinion, it's
careful.
It's an opinion.
Careful. Someone's gonna bite your fucking head off for that.
That's the way to go.
Right.
Is the thermals for scanning, because you can see,
right,
pretty far out there. Okay, there's some heat. Then you get on the rifle.
Then you can look
on the night vision scope, and you can look at it and like, okay, that is, deer, coyote, fox, cat, whatever it is.
Well, that's like even the guys that run thermals that, like, I've seen videos on the Predator pages where they've had domestics show up. God forbid. You know what I'm saying? Like that, we wouldn't have that problem because we'd be able to see them, and they totally act different. Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess you can see that too with a thermal. Domestics act different than coyotes.
Sure.
And that's super fucking scary because, like, that is the last thing I want to do is get into somebody's fucking dog.
Right.
You know what I mean? And make him, like, there's a guy that walks a husky close to my house. I think Rusty was here. Somebody was here that night. And the dude walked it past the house here. I think we were in the range. You should have seen this fucking thing. it looked like a coyote.
Yeah.
Bigger, because it's a husky. But, and I maybe it was Cousin Chip. I don't remember who it was. But they turned and looked at me, and they're like, man, I hope you don't let that fucking thing out at night.
Yeah.
But a husky tail, what's a husky tail look like?
Yeah,
curls up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your domestic dog will do that when it's running tails up. And, you know, my dog, Collie, you know, does the same thing. Coyotes don't do that shit.
No, their tails
Down.
down.
Roy is done, I think.
Yeah.
I meant to text her today. She told me the other day he was going to be done. He looks so handsome.
Yeah.
Yes.
His new coat.
He's got a new coat, a new tail.
Oh, right.
A real tail.
A real tail.
Oh, yeah.
It's
The old
not
fur
gonna-
girl knocked it out of the park. I haven't seen him yet. I'm dying to see him. I just forgot to text her today, and it's probably getting late, and she's not awake right now, so. But I'm going to have Roy back real soon with his new coat.
Yeah.
Anything else? Anyway,
Yeah, JP says, I can't tell you how many times I've been told my night vision is trash and I can't kill animals with it.
Really? C50s?
Just
Well, that's what he ran
just
before.
Night vision in general, I would imagine. But no, I mean, no. Night vision.
It's a combination of things. We've run a bunch of different scopes. Well, I have. Between wraiths and the Noctis, which it's a good scope. Just the sighting in part of it sucks. Stop doing that. Don't draw me in like that. I got my Red Bull right here. We run a bunch of different, and coming from a Wraith to a C50.
Oh, dude, night and day.
Like, I still have a Wraith set up. The OG is set up and ready to run.
My Wraith is still on the original rifle.
Yeah, but have you taken it out and, like, set it up and looked through it?
No, not in, like, 2 years.
So, I have one on the long barrel, and I have the OG will forever stay the way she is. And I've taken her out and just set her up in the driveway and just looked at her. I'm like, I can't believe that we shot coyotes with this fucking thing.
Yeah. Yeah, there's different.
It's the pixels in the picture.
Yeah, different quality of night vision,
Sure.
absolutely. But we killed coyotes with wraiths.
Yeah.
A lot.
We killed coyotes with red lights. Well, I did.
No, I did.
Oh, yeah.
The first one
yep.
was a red light. It was still red light days.
And, like, just imagine. So now you're talking with the red lights. What were we getting? Like 300 yards out of them? 400 yards?
Red light?
Yeah, but I mean, like,
you could see eyes.
You would see. Remember that night when we were hunting red lights and I played that Fawn in Distress?
Uh-huh.
And behind the farm?
Yeah, in the fog.
And the fucking deer come up out of the bottom. We thought we were going to... It looked like fucking 15 coyotes running across that field, remember?
Yeah, we were in your cousin's deer stand.
Yeah.
And the fog keeps rolling in and rolling. I think I've said it before on the podcast. Of all the nights that we've hunted in the dark, that was the creepiest night I've ever hunted.
It's foggy. We're red lights. We're shining. And then you see like 5 sets of doubles tearing ass up out of this field. I was playing Fawn Distress. I didn't fucking know. Never even gave... Well, I mean, I knew, but I never gave it a thought. Boy, it pissed these does off. Remember, they came in blowing and stomping. And
they were mad.
Those things... Now, you're talking 400 yards. All we can see is eyes coming. So you just see eyes coming. Mm-hmm. We're totally green at hunting coyotes. We were shitting our pants.
Yeah.
We were like, holy fuck. What are we going to... guns are up. We're like, okay. I think we had bipods then, too. Bipods and...
We were set up on the
on the hay bales
in the stand, so there was no...
Yeah, we were on the hay bales, but here it was like it was like we were being overrun.
Yeah,
and it was fucking deer.
Yep.
By the time they had gotten 100 yards from us, then your lights you could see them. Then you knew what you were dealing with. And they were like, "Holy shit, those are deer!" But that was a crazy night. Super spooky.
Yep. But
how many viewers we got? Just Pierre and JP?
Minus us?
Yeah.
6.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Welcome.
Yeah.
Howdy. Tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Tell me exactly how you feel. That's what I want you to do. Anyway.
I don't know. I think anyone who's tuning in to listen to us and watch us ramble on about this stuff isn't going to They're the same mindset that we do. I hope so. Anyway, we haven't gotten any like
Hate mail.
Yeah, no hate mail.
You bastards. Killing those puppies. We love killing them puppies. It's about, that's what got me into turkey hunting now. Like, I'm hooked.
Yeah.
Like, turkey hunting, it's calling them. The dog's going to bark. The wife's about to walk in. Look at her look. Wife's home, everybody. Yeah, we kind of borrowed your kitchen. It's a little different in here. I like it, though. What do you think of the new decor? I think we should leave it like this. No? No, you don't like it?
It might be hard to get to the sink.
But that's okay. Oh, what do you got? This is why One Predator needs its own shed.
All right, JP is off to bed. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Hey, we got to talk soon.
Yeah. Well,
because he did invite us down. He probably don't want us there now. Now he knows what we're like. I want to get down there. I'm ready for a mini vacay where I don't have to work all weekend.
It'll have to be after the first of the year.
Oh, you used your day? That's fine. We can wait.
Yeah.
But I still want to do it. So thanks for stopping by, dude.
Yep. Have a good one.
Off to bed. You got animals to kill. What are you going to bed for? It's Friday.
He said he's going out on Saturday.
Well, depending on the wind. I'm not judging. Can't kill him on the couch.
He said, let's do it.
I'm going. I'm down, man. We're going to steal the camper.
Vernon? He says he needs hay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. That's where I shot the fox.
Oh, okay.
You hit my mic.
Sorry.
Is that Steve is here too?
Yeah.
Man, this is no fun. I can't see none of that shit. Hi, Steve. He was supposed to stop by, but we're not here to sell hay. We'll talk farming stuff some other time.
He said it was a busy night. He couldn't stop by.
Well, okay.
Do you want the comments?
No, I don't want them. I'm waiting for something bad to start. Somebody tell me I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. That's what I wanted. That's why I wanted to do this.
Yeah, this started as a hey, let's test this setup, see if it works.
Oh, man, we're not sponsored by Pepsi either.
No. Or Red Bull.
Oh, yeah, Lucy. What else? Now I'm reading them all.
I pretty much relayed everything to you.
I know.
Do we have to...
What?
Huh?
He's a rereader.
Yeah, a rereader.
Yeah, I just checking things out.
We need a podcast room.
We need a podcast room. Somebody wants to donate a shed. I really pissed the town off.
Put another outbuilding out.
Fuck it.
No, this is going to Josh's and Heather's house.
There's no room at Josh's and Heather's.
She got the go-ahead for a podcast shed.
I know. Well, yeah, technically.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping to do it in the basement, but I don't know. It's going to have to be a big shed.
Oh, man. Look at all the hearts flying right now. Holy shit.
You need to get a podcast shed. That's the sign.
A podcast shed.
I think that's friggin' Steve doing that. It's fucking Steve. Yeah, we need a podcast shed. We got it. We've grown.
You guys should talk more about hunting.
We've been talking about hunting all night, honey. Thanks for coming in the background.
You're welcome. I showed off my 9-pointer tonight at work.
Oh, the big buck. Yeah, you're a buck slayer. Everybody knows it. Who saw it? Who'd you show it to?
Josh Heimroth, who I love. He's
Yeah.
a sweetheart. And who else? A bunch of old guys. Oh man, they were eating it up big time.
Good. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Anyway, how long have we been at this?
Hour 19.
Hour 19. Yeah, that's good. I want to get geared up. I think we got a little bit of wind.
Yeah, you think?
It's blowing the shit. How did that just start when she just got home? Isn't that fucking weird?
Well, I mean, she did have the door open, so crosswind, but
Oh.
it's been fluttering all night. You're just not watching it.
Do you hear it?
Yeah, I don't know if we're going anywhere, dude. That's pretty bad.
Because if it's too windy, we just don't see anything.
No. And that was part of my problem last night. It was just the wind picked up and the snow was coming down.
Oh, Cameron's here. Pierre wants us to do it in his garage. I heard you're doing good, Cameron. Steve did tell me that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't. We just.
Cameron says the wind is straight up howling.
Can't get him from the couch. So.
No, but
We'll see. We're gonna check it. We wanted to try this out tonight. I'm so glad everybody showed up.
yeah, no,
It's good to have everybody
everyone. Thanks for stopping by
and hanging
listening
out.
to us ramble on as we usually do.
Yeah, I mean, I covered some things that I wanted to get off my chest. That stuff today with the wolves, boy, that really gets me. We just can't. We don't need that kind of fucking publicity right now. We just don't.
No, they have enough ammo.
Right.
Pun intended.
Yeah,
as it is.
yeah, pun intended. And that's the thing. We're not greedy coyote hunters. I want everybody to shoot coyotes.
Yep.
If you're willing to go out and put the time in like we do and spend the money on this equipment, which every single guy on there knows, it's fucking huge.
Thanks for stopping by, SKB.
Yes, we're gonna talk soon. I lost my beanie, so everybody's got hats but me.
Yeah, they're heading back to work.
Oh yeah, they're night crew.
Yep.
I got to get a new beanie ordered because I somewhere's it's laying in a field, and I don't have any extras.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys need any shirts or anything, they're great people. Great people. Banner and all.
Yeah, we got this from them.
Yep, she did a great job on it. Man, that wind is fucking whipping.
Yeah, Cameron, we'll next time we do this, we'll try and put up a post beforehand, letting people know.
We just wanted to try.
Yeah, it was just like a trial thing, and we just kept rolling with it. So,
yeah, once it started working, we're like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Fired
it up, and the way we ran for the last hour and almost a half.
But I'm hoping that they start picking up to more prey distress. I want to get back to the simple life.
Yeah.
Right now it's pups, pup distress and howls, and you got to wait them out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's been long stands to get them to come. They're the only thing we've had come in on a lot of prey has been foxes.
Yep.
But you good?
I'm good. You guys have anything else for us?
Yeah,
before we jump off here.
I mean, it's any more. Tell me I don't know something. Let's argue.
Yeah, why are you so fired up?
Guns are ready, man.
It's
the juice.
You want to start fighting with somebody?
Well, it's just it's been a long day.
But well, while we wait and see if anyone else wants to chime in, Cameron says he's been getting action right around the 50-minute mark.
Wow. Yeah, it's us too.
Yeah, I mean, we've definitely had those long stands.
It's just taken them a long time. Yeah, are you watching us? Hey, do you know that guy? I bet you don't know that kitchen. They've been... Yeah. You're seeing the delay? Well, it's got to go up and come back down, honey. They've been super long stands and had to bring them in when they're angry.
Mm-hmm.
So, and not for nothing, but we're seeing pairs.
Saw a pair last week.
We're seeing pairs.
We're into December.
Cousin Chip had video of two of them last year doing it in the field right in December.
Yeah, that was
So don't get hung up.
That was, I think it was a couple weeks later than it is now.
Yeah, it was later in December. Don't. So what?
I'm just timelines.
Listen, don't start with that.
You wanted to argue with
You wanna
somebody.
argue? Let's argue this. No. Everybody thinks that they don't,
Well, no, I mean, when we
Rating
had
season.
when we had Brian on, they're not all going to go into heat the same exact day, the
Yeah.
same exact time. It's spread out so that there is that, they're
That's
not
how
all,
it survives.
Not everything is born on the same day.
Right. That's all about survival of the species.
Right.
And it's funny you brought that up because like when he said, I've never thought about it like that. But that's what, I don't know if he's watching or not, but that's what makes him a fucking genius. Because like he said that and like it was like, that movie Lucy where she injects that drug and her mind starts doing all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah.
That's what it was like with me. Like particles were fucking shit was coming together, and I'm like, you know what? He actually makes sense. It makes sense that they're not all bred on the same day to spread out so it survives.
Yeah, Cameron says he had one come. Come when I said, he was done. Had one coming in, grabbing the call exactly 48 minutes. He wasn't even back to the gun yet.
Yeah.
And he's had doubles on the camera for the past month.
Yeah. They're pairing. They're pairing right now, man. Everybody gets hung up on when the breeding season starts, and it's wrong.
Yeah.
It's wrong.
Jeremy says he's hunting the Monticello area this weekend. And they've
Really?
been on the pups and prey distress there, but hang up until triggered. So we need to get more aggressive.
Right.
I think we need to get more aggressive. Pocono dogs are responding to vocals and pup also.
Yeah, barks, growls. Female whimpers, dude. Like, I've had them come in on whimpers.
Yeah.
Like, do your series of howls, space them out, wait, don't be in a rush. And then I'll do, like, a little bit of rabbit, like, paint the picture. And then I'll do a fight, and then I'll go to whimpers instead of pup distress.
Yeah.
And I called 6 on whimpers. Didn't shoot any because they were too far out, but they hung up. Those dogs are smart. I'll get them, though. I've gotten 2 or 3 out of here since then, so I think I get them when they're out alone.
Yeah. Guy I work with, friend from work, Bill, we're up to 27 or 28 now.
28, I believe.
28. And no, there is a season for it. So October 1st to the last Sunday in March is coyote season.
Yep.
No worries. We did talk about it before. We'll answer questions. That's why we're here.
Yeah, right. That's why we're doing this. It's the best season. It's a lot of time investment.
Yeah. Time, money.
Time.
I don't like to think about that part of it.
Yeah, you got to realize, like, I think Cousin Chip brought it up one night. We were out, and he's like, "You know how much money's in the back of this truck right now?"
I did that one night on the way down here.
Yeah, it's scary.
It's ridiculous,
including the price of the truck.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah,
not for nothing. But boy, is that wind blowing that bad? I'm really sad.
I think it is.
Josh was hot.
Oh, no, that window's open too.
Oh yeah, I cooled it right down for you.
Sure. All right. Well, I didn't know that.
Sucking air out though, this window.
Well, this one's open too.
Yeah, you can close it. We were setting all this stuff up, and it got warm in here quick.
Thanks, Bill. Have a good one.
What happened? Sorry, I don't mean to yell. You broke a nail? Shit. I hate when that happens. Bill.
Friend from work.
Oh.
She must knock something down.
I think she broke a nail off and lost it, and she's looking for it. Did you lose it, honey?
Yeah.
Me too, because it's going to stink like hell.
Definitely agree with that, Jeremy. BS New York laws and seasons.
Yeah.
PA, you hunt when you want? I wish we could.
You know what? The only thing I don't care too much for is hunting summertime is the mosquitoes.
The mosquitoes. Even in the beginning of October this year.
Oh yeah, well, it's fucking warm.
Yeah, it was really warm.
The mosquitoes suck.
Yeah.
Literally. Don't go that way. Go around the other way.
This has low battery.
Oh yeah.
It's low battery.
20%.
20.
Okay.
Is it low power mode?
Yeah, push it.
Close.
Yeah, Cameron, I can't attest to that. I'm not much of a deer hunter, so I don't know much about how the rut's been the last few years.
I'm still seeing bucks chasing.
Yeah.
I last week saw a buck cross 3 fields, nose right to the ground.
Yeah.
That's another thing, people are like, oh, the rut is over. No, it ain't.
Yeah.
Not all them does come in at once, guys. That's false.
Yeah.
I've still seen bucks. We saw bucks chase last week.
Yeah. Or 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Two
But
weeks
I
ago,
saw
yeah.
one last week.
Yeah.
Nice buck. Watched him cross 3 fields. Nose right to the ground. 100% on a doe.
Yeah, I believe that, Jeremy. He says he had to buy a different setup to hunt New York because his normal rig is bad and dangerous. It might offend someone here.
Not going to offend me.
Well, it won't offend
You can
us,
borrow
but-
one of mine. It's fine.
Yeah, we understand what you're talking about.
Yeah, we get it. We run bolt guns. But
We didn't always.
not always.
No. But we got away from the
Guns are like shoes, man.
scary guns.
Guns are like shoes.
Yeah.
If you listen to that episode, you know.
Different occasions.
Sometimes you want to be casual and just go out and be low key. Other times you want to show up and party, man. You want to make a statement.
Yeah.
And nothing better to do that than 10 rounds. And I don't know how else to put it. That's a party.
Yep.
Anybody else do the elf for the kids? You don't.
No.
Your kids are older.
Yeah,
Not
but
mine.
It was a thing even when they were little, and we said, nah,
Oh, see that? My wife was like, man, this is a great... Oh, let me see this fucker. This little bastard right here. Did I just take his magic? Her. It's a her, right? I don't fucking know. We didn't have that. You imagine my dad, like, my mother, like, Karen be like, oh, we got to put the elf somewhere. And my dad be like, fuck, I'm going to bed. Everybody got their elf out for their kids?
No.
Remember, Santa's watching.
Yeah.
That's morbid. Twist his fucking head around.
Oh, that is so messed up.
Here, go on.
Yeah, Jeremy, I wish we could run those here, but
Nope.
no.
Nope. And like the suppressor thing, they should just make it a stamp or like a pistol permit. I don't see what the big deal is.
Right.
If they're registered, they're registered.
Right. I mean, you have to go through the ATF. Was it ATF?
Yeah.
To get one anyway.
It's all federal.
Yeah.
I mean, what is the difference?
On your...
Federal is federal. And it should be under the same zero tolerance guidelines. Somebody with... there's no tolerance for pistols and drinking.
Yeah.
If you get caught with alcohol, any amount, or drugs in your system, and you have a firearm, you fucking lose it.
Yep.
It's the same thing with class licenses in New York State.
Yeah, your CDLs.
Your CDLs. If you're driving a truck and you have the slightest bit of alcohol on you,
All done.
it's fucking over. Or drugs. Just because they legalized marijuana, that shit ain't federal.
Right.
So you can't smoke pot and drive a dump truck.
No.
You will lose your license.
Bill says that the elf is more evil than Krampus.
That fucking elf. And like the one night I moved him, she forgot or something. And then she wakes up in the morning, she's like, shit, I didn't move the elf. I'm like, don't worry, I got you. What did I do with him? I don't remember what I did with him
I
then.
don't know, but I was like, thank you so fucking much. He kept running upstairs, oh, the elf is whatever. And I was like, holy
I can't remember what I even did with him. I got your back, even though I think it's dumb. But the kids love it, so.
Yeah, governor will never let it happen.
No.
No.
No, we gotta get rid of her. Shit, I did it again. No disrespect. I didn't want to say her.
Yeah. You make a good point, Pierre. He says that if they picked it up, New York makes money off of it.
Sure.
They would be for it.
Well, that's what. Oh boy, here we go.
No, did you watch the news? Did you hear what happened yesterday down in the city?
Oh, the guy with the
suppressed pistol.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a mark in the no column.
Right. Good thing we have those laws.
Yeah,
to keep the guns away from the criminals.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what that was. It looked like a PP9 or something.
I don't know. That was the guy at work was telling me about it last night.
Yeah.
The way he explained it, that was a hit.
Well, duh. It was a suppressed handgun.
That wasn't
with
just
a backpack and a guy in a fucking hooded sweatshirt.
That wasn't just some random dude.
No.
That was a hit.
I hope that's not how they're portraying. They're not portraying it that way, are they?
I don't know. I don't watch the news.
You got to get with the fucking... You watch TikTok. Bullshit's on TikTok, too.
Not on my feed.
No?
No.
I got to send you more of those... so we can change your algorithm. That was a hit. That was 100% a hit. Why... Maybe he knows something or knew something and they fucking whacked him. I don't know. See how skinny that guy was in the video? Did you see that video? This dude was like little.
Part of it.
He looked like he was like fucking in his 20s. Like he was skinny and little. It was not like wasn't like a mafia guy. Like, hey, Tony, forgot about it. He'd come out and fucking dumped him. You know what I mean? And it looked like he had trouble cycling it or something. Yeah. Did you see that?
No, the guy at work was explaining. He tried to rack it and it jammed and had to rack it again.
So it wasn't loaded. So he now, mind you. So it's New York City.
It's real fishy.
So it's New York City. It's noisy. But you know what, dude? I will hear somebody, hammer on a slide standing behind me. That is
It's very distinct sound.
Yes.
You hear a pistol rack.
Yeah.
You know what it is.
You better hit the fucking ground and start rolling. You know what I mean? Or start drawing, one or the other.
Yeah, Pierre, he was the CEO of United Healthcare.
Yeah. The guy who makes all the money off of sick people.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
I know. And they have the most denials of all the health insurance companies in the country.
Yeah, they're not in business to help nobody. They're in business to make fucking money.
Make money.
And that is, the healthcare system in New York State is the biggest fucking gimmick going. Period.
We're way off of coyotes.
I know. But it's bullshit.
Yeah.
And we all agree.
I know we kind of brought it up, but...
We all agree on bullshit.
Yeah.
So, anyways... Hour and 37 minutes. We're going to get off here, guys, I think.
Yeah, I think we're going to call this...
What?
No.
No more? Pierre, you should have came, Pierre.
Jeremy says he was the first name on Diddy's list to get cloned before Elon leaks the whole list.
Don't even start that. Don't even... You would talk about a fucking rabbit hole.
Oh, man. I don't know. Anyway, all right. I think we're going to call this one, guys.
We're going to save that for the One Predator After Dark.
The After Dark.
If you want to pay for that subscription, we can set that up. We'll talk about all that shit.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Next time, we'll try and give a little bit of warning.
Yeah. We just didn't know if it was going to work.
Yeah.
That's how we do shit. It's all fucked up. We just try it and...
Yeah.
If it works, it works. If
it worked.
Phone's almost dead anyway.
Yeah. So, you guys know where to find us. Right here on Facebook, One Predator page.
We'll get some of them videos on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube. I'll give you access to the YouTube channel. That way you can just upload shit as you feel necessary.
Oh, boy.
Because Rusty has access because of all the videos that he does. I gave him access.
Oh, he does?
Yeah. So
Rusty has access and I don't.
I don't have access to this page, so
I tried to do that. I can't figure it out.
Anyway, thanks for joining us.
Start your shit with
the
me.
Instagram, TikTok. You wanted to fight.
I want to argue.
The podcast, Apple, Amazon, YouTube, One Predator Hunts. Pretty much you can find us everywhere. OnePredatorHunts
We have
gmail.com.
Somebody was. We have the QR
link
code.
tree.
The QR code.
The QR
I don't
code
know
for
how to
link
share that fucking thing. Somebody was asking on one of the Predator pages to share your, your
the link tree.
and I don't know how to. Do I just screenshot it?
I'll send you the picture of it, and you can share it that way.
So how would they get to it from there? Then they just click on it.
I don't know.
You have to scan it.
Yeah, scan a QR code. I don't know.
We gotta have
talk about it
SKB make us some QR code stickers, and we'll just stick them all around town.
All right. Jeremy says, "Go get windburn and dirt nap poet, and go get windburn and dirt naps."
I think we're gonna.
All right, we're gonna go try
Peace.
something. All right, thanks, guys.